Yellow Volkswagen Beetle. The Beetle is the first car that comes from Volkswagen. It is an iconic car, and Volkswagen had decided to launch a new version of the Beetle in modern design, but still protect the classic exterior design of these iconic cars. The Volkswagen Bettle also is a car that symbolized the purpose of the reason that car was built. In German, Volkswagen means people car, and the Bettle had been the catalyst for the Germans to finally afford their own car like the Americans during that time. Since the launch of the Bettle, it had been famous and popular for many reasons. Unlike some other defunct car models, from the defunct car manufacturers, the Beetle still reigns supreme and is iconic, due to its classical design and memories associated. If they are a car that can bring some old memories for the aged car lovers, the Volkswagen Bettle will be one of the cars. Is a car that had been used often in the movie. And was a symbol of the German people that they finally had been able to afford a car like the Americans. Ironically, the idea of building a car for the people of Germany comes from the ruler of Germany during that era, Adolf Hitler. Hitler may have been deemed as the person who had started World War II, that had led the world in chaos from 1939 until 1945, but the Beetle holds his legacy of the idea to make German people afford an affordable car. Now let us see the reason behind the popularity of the Bettle. That does not cease in present, and it will not be an exaggeration to say that it will not be ceased in the future too. It is iconic and had a simple classic design. There are many classic car designs, but none of the team had been more iconic and still survives to be one of the most memorable cars. In this criteria, the Beetle had been on top of the list, and the unique design of the car still holds a memorable impact for the car lovers, who had to own them and have a first glance at the car. It is a car for the masses and still attractive. The Beetle had been created to serve a purpose, and that is to make the Germans finally able to afford a car like the American. This is the brainchild of the German leader Adolf Hitler, who had ruled Germany during this time. The car was built for the masses, hence the price of the car is not on the higher side, and this is one of the reasons the car had gained huge popularity not only in Germany, but in the world too. It is the car that is associated with the haunted stories. On the other side of the attractiveness of these cars, there is also another part of these cars that had been made famous. In our Malaysian road, there are many stories of haunted highways, and one of the related stories for each of the haunted highways is the yellow color Volkswagen Beetle, which is a norm story on Karak highways and also in the Menora tunnel. These stories also had created a buzz and some popularities for the Volkswagen Beetle, especially the one that is painted in the color of the yellow. It's an uncle car but still attractive for the youngster. Volkswagen Beetle can be determined as uncle's car, due to the classic design of the car, but in another twist, these classic designs that led it to be called the uncle car also had been a great attraction for youngsters. Even though Volkswagen had launched the new Volkswagen Beetle in the modern design, but the classic exterior design is still intact. This had led to many of the current crops of youngsters have some liking for the car. Solid design for the classic car. For a car that is meant to be an affordable toy for the masses, the Beetle is a car that is solid in design. The design of the car, even though is affordable for the masses in terms of the stability and frugality of the car, it is still a good design. It is a norm that when a car is sold at an affordable price, some of the car aspects will be downturned or removed to maintain, but not on the Beetle, as the car's solid design is one of the best aspects of the Beetle. One of the cars that had a traditional design that never ceased in time. The Beetle is a traditional design that has never ceased in time. The Beetle design had become so iconic to Volkswagen that they are also protecting the design of the car, as they had understood that the design of the car is the one that had made it so iconic in the eye of the car lovers and the masses. The Volkswagen Beetle is a car that will long live in the memories of the older generation of automobiles lovers, the present generation, and also it will not be hyperbole to say that it will a car that will provoke a liking of the future generation too. When Volkswagen had decided to launch the Beetle for the current generation, they still do not make any changes to the car's classic exterior design and kept it intact. For the classic car, there is a specific design of the car, whether interior and exterior will be kept intact by the automobile manufacturer, as they knew these designs will define car attractiveness. The designer of the Beetle and the man behind the creation of the Beetle, Ferdinand Porsche and Adolf Hitler respectively, must be respected, as they had created a masterpiece in the automobile, in the form of Volkswagen Beetle. The car's unique design, unlike other cars at that time, had become an instant hit for the older generation, and still holds a special attraction for the current generation of automobile lovers too. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.